Yeah, and it's such a probably a relief that you managed to do it beforehand and having time secluded almost to deal with that. But through the research that we've been doing, it shows definitely there's 8 trigger points that leads into the I almost would call it a spiritual awakening, or you can call it the dark nights of the soul. This where everything the rug gets pulled out underneath you, and one of them is menopause, and one of them is getting a divorce. Now, I want to ask you, going through a divorce, it's like a life that you've planned with somebody that you loved. You created a family. I don't think we as a society realize how traumatic that experience is. Talk me through that.
I think for me, going through the divorce was mourning a life I had envisaged, So you plan, like, when you grow up, you've got these like ducks that you must get in a row, the things that you must do. And in 2012, I was really excited to be getting married, doing my PhD, in 2015 having my baby. So it kind of felt like life was absolutely perfect. So I think the anxiety that set in when my marriage wasn't working was, is everything falling apart? Am I a failure? And almost like an anxiety about like, what will my life be now? And I think looking back, what these few years have done is forced me to think about, what life do I want to build now, as opposed to the dream that I was holding on to. So it's shifted me into a space of being conscious about what I want to build for myself.
And what did you learn about yourself during divorce? I'm curious because I always find, you see so many different scenarios of what that journey looks like. And I mean, we'll get into your career shortly, but I'm sure that you have many people that you have to deal with going through this. How would you say is that introspection journey?
I think I realized how much of my own identity was tied to being married and tied to building what the perfect life is. And I think it's even being able to talk about it now. It's not something I would have openly spoken about before. It's acknowledging that does not define my worthiness or who I am today or who I will be in the future.